Hello everyone, welcome to CodeGrad, and today we will discuss Huggingface, the AI platform necessary for generative AI. As per the definition, it is a popular open source platform and AI company that provides tools, models, and infrastructure to build, train, share, and deploy machine learning and NLP models. So, for if we are using machine learning algorithms, we can use Hugging Face. For the textual data, if we are using NLP models, Hugging Face also helps. Now we can build, train, share, and deploy. So all tasks are done by using the Hugging Face platform. So it is really important. And why it's more important is that central hub for the state of the art model. So all the state of the art models are available on the Hugging Face. We can have access to LLM transformers and datasets. Multiple datasets are also available. Different LLMs are available. It supports fast experimentation and deployment. So if we need to deploy AI model, Hugging Face really helps. Have you ever wanted to use an AI model without building it from scratch? Of course, as a model without building it from scratch is easy task. We will always want it to happen. The core offerings of Hugging Face, with the help of transformer libraries, we can use different LLMs like Word GPT T5. We have 10,000 plus public data sets. That is really a large number. Model have a repository of thousands of ready to use models. So we have ready models to Pages host and demo ML app. Inference API, run models in the cloud, auto train, no code training pipeline. So minimal by using minimal coding also we can train our models. Hugging Face is like GitHub for AI models, very true. Just like GitHub, as for the software developers, is GitHub same for the AI ML developers with Hugging Face. Now we'll see the overview of the Transformers library. It is a Hugging Face flagship library for NLP and generative AI. Now tasks supported by them are text generation, text classification, question answering, translation, summarization, tokenization, and embedding. So these multiple tasks are supported, and these are the very much important tasks we use in our day-to-day life. So as an AI ML engineer, we definitely need to understand this context, and if we are basically working on this task, then we need to get help of the Hugging Face library or the Transformers library from the Hugging Face. Which NLP task do you think a chatbot uses under the hood? A chatbot can handle text generation, it needs text classification in some context also. Question answering, it is the main task. Translation also can be done. Summarization. So basically all the tasks are of the what we can say this supported by the Hugging Transformers library is done by the chatbot. Now we'll learn on something about the Model Up. It is a community-driven platform to share, discover, and use AI models instantly. So if we need to share, discover, and use, so these three main purposes are achieved by the Model Up. No need to train from scratch. Support filtering by task, language, and license. So multiple models need license also, which language we are working on and what is the task. Host LLM, vision models, audio models, and more. Now, data can be of multiple types. If you are working on textual data, we have different LLMs. We have different LLMs for vision models, different LLM for audio models, and these all are available on the Hugging Face platform. You can search for models like BERT for sentiment analysis and use them directly. So if our task is basically sentiment analysis, then we need to simply write down BERT for sentiment analysis in the search bar and we will get the model. Hugging Face dataset, a unified interface to download, pre-process, and work with thousands of real-world datasets. As we have seen earlier, we have 12,000 plus datasets available in the Hugging Face platform, and many datasets are real-world datasets. So that would be really helpful for practicing or learning. Supports NLP, CV, audio, tabular data. In datasets library, if you have textual data, if you have image data, audio data, tabular data, all types of datasets are available, and we can easily integrate our datasets to the Hugging Face. Plug and play with ML workflows. So if you are dealing with machine learning workflows, it is also easily accessible. Compatible with TensorFlow, PyTorch, and Jack3, different frameworks are also supported by this Hugging Face dataset. Why is having access to diverse datasets useful for GenAI? Now, for GenAI, basically, it basically stands for generative AI. So for generating new tasks or new text or image or audio or video, we need access of multiple datasets or diverse datasets. So this is really important, which is achieved by datasets library. Hugging Face spaces. Spaces are interactive web apps created using ML models. Use this demo your model. So we can basically have a demo of our model, how it is working. Share results with other if you want to compare and discuss the results achieved by our model. So it is also available in this. Try models without installing anything. Generally, if you want to work on any open source LLM model, we need to download. But by using the Hugging Face library, without using the space or without installing any another app, we can do it easily using the Hugging Face spaces. Now it is powered by Streamlit Radio or Static HTML. Would you like to publish your own AI-powered app in one click? Of course, time and storage space is saved drastically. We would like to publish our own AI-powered app in one click. Inference API and auto train. Run any model from the hub without setting up infrastructure. So main of the problems faced during running any model is the infrastructure, and that can be easily achieved from the hub. Auto train models using a no code interface. Great for beginner time prototype. Save time as we discussed earlier. Ideal for small teams or for they're making AI more accessible. These are basically the advantages of using the Hugging Face platform. Hugging Face for LLMs and Gen AI. Now, hosting open source LLMs like Loom, Falcon, Mistral, supporting fine tuning and evaluation of generative models. We can also fine tune and evaluate different generative models, building RAG system chatbots and agents with their tools. Now, this is the main use of generative AI. So, which is basically achieved using the Hugging Face, that is building RAG systems, chatbots, and agents with their tools. Many companies use Hugging Face to build LLM apps faster and cheaper. As coding is minimal using the Hugging Face, so apps are built generally faster, and as it is an open source, it is also cheaper. Advantages and limitations. Advantages: easy access to cutting edge models, strong open source ecosystem, great for prototyping and research, and community supported and well documented. These are the advantages of any platform. Generally, people use more. Limitations: large models still need good compute, and some advanced use cases require fine tuning skills. So, if our task is complex and we need to fine tune the data, then it requires fine tuning skills. Now, the summary of the slide which we are studying now is that it is the go-to platform for using, training, and deploying ML models, as we have discussed earlier. Tools like transformers, model up, spaces, and auto train simplify AI workflows. It empowers anyone from students to enterprises to build Gen AI solutions. Now, if you wanted to build a transition app or a chatbot with Hugging Face tools, would you explore first? For chatbot, we now for building the chatbot, we generally use the rack. So if you have the basic idea of building a chatbot using rack system, I think Hugging Face is really helpful tool. Why it is valuable to have a centralized platform like Hugging Face in the generic? So this is the question you should discuss among yourselves and try to understand why it is a valuable tool or valuable platform in the generic. We have already discussed the advantages previously. Now we will move out on towards the implementation part. Now we'll start with the transformers library. So first of all, we need to install the transformers library, which is the main and most important library of Hugging Face platform. Then we'll import transformer. Now we'll see the main component of the transformers library, that is the pipeline. Now why we generally use the pipeline? Now suppose I have a task for sentiment analysis. So first of all, if you have a textual data, we need to tokenize it. We need to create the embedding. Then we need to give the embeddings to the model. And after model will give out some output probability. And then we will assign some labels to the probability. So this whole task can be done with one go just using the pipeline. We will see the use of pipeline. Import pipeline. Now suppose I want to do sentiment analysis of any text. So if text is I am a good ML engineer or data science. So if I want to understand the sentiment of the textual data and give the question to the LLM should basically answer that it is a positive one, because I'm giving some positive sentiment about myself. So it should give positive. Now we'll see by using the pipeline. Now on sentiment analysis, I will use pipeline and just I will do a task scale. I want sentiment analysis. Okay. Now it is downloading the default model. Now model was supplied, so we didn't specify the model. So default model, but has been downloaded. Now we'll see the use of this. Now suppose we'll use the previous example. I want it to give the answer of the LLM as positive. Okay, so it has given correct answer. Now for second example, as give example as Hitler was a cruel, bull. So it has actually understood the sentiment and it has given us negative. Label is negative. And also it gives score. Now we'll see another example. Hello, who are you and why are you arrogant? Right. So arrogant is basically a negative word. So it gives label as negative. Now moving on, we will give a different, we'll give multiple examples to the model. Suppose movie is good, second one will be movie is bad, and third one will be great. Uh, Now we'll pass this place to a model. So for movie is good, it has given positive. Movie is bad, it has given negative. And for movie is okay, it has given positive. Now in this way, we can use model for our task for sentiment analysis easily without building any, without tokenizing our data, without embedding our data and passing labels to the data. So this can achieve in one go by using this pipeline. Now we'll see which multiple tasks are available by using the transformers library. For that, from transformers dot pipeline import pipeline pipeline registry not supported tab not key. So the tabs supported by the Transformer library are auto classification, automatic speech recognition, text to audio, feature extraction, token classification, zero shot object detection, image segmentation, image to text. Multiple tasks are available which can be achieved by Transformer library. Now we'll look for summarization task. If I want to summarize the particular text, how easily it can be done by using pipeline. So I will specify the tab here as summarization, right? Summarization. And I will use model. I will not specify any model here. I will just download it, the basic one or the default one. It will take some time to download. Now we'll do some text to summarize it. We'll use some sample text. Okay. We'll print our text and we'll pass this text to our model. What's the model name? Okay. Summarization. We'll just pass the text here. So it is summarize our text. Versions of the Lorem from text are being used in that setting. Now the next part we will be we will be assigning some tasks or achieving this task will be the zero shot classification. Zero shot. We'll assign the task zero shot classification. Now in zero shot classification, which we are basically classifying the different types of label we are assigning. We'll try to classify data or text that which label is defining this text. So by examples, you will understand. Model equal to we'll use the Facebook one. For example, USA won gold in Olympics, and we need to pass the candidate labels here. Okay. In fast year, fourth politics. Then, now for fourth, it has shown the score 0.98. For politics, it has shown 0.05, and science, it has shown 0.04. So naturally, it has classified the text USA won gold in Olympics as it belongs to the fourth category. Now, for next example, Israel attacked Gaza and will pass the candidate label as war, comedy, and science. So for our actual data, Israel attacked Gaza. It has shown higher score for war. So it has basically identified that this statement depends or belongs to the war. So in this way, zero shot classification works. And this is the whole summary how we can use the pipeline without using any tokenizer, embedding models or labels or different what we can say fine tuning any model. We can just use the pipeline from the transformers library and we can achieve the task as per the specification or as per the different tasks available on the transformers library. So these are the tasks which can be achieved by using the transformers library and by using the pipeline. And if you need any further fine tuning, you need to have serious skills about the fine tuning part. So hope you find this video informative, and if you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe our channel. See you again. Bye.